I was wrongfully prescribed the benzodiazepines, which are tranquilizers and sleeping pills, for 20 years, which were prescribed after the death of my son, Christmas of 1966. February the 1st, 1990, I almost died. An unintentional overdose. I could not understand what happened. I went through the horrors of withdrawal, put my own team together to help me, and went through total hell, quite frankly, going through the withdrawal, essentially alone. I had to adjust my lifestyle because my income had dropped from something like about $150,000 a year right down to being on disability at $43,000 a year. I had to sell another home I had. My experience with prescription drugs cost me something like $2 million in lost income and assets. I cashed out all my RSPs as well as selling the other home. I was working as a consultant on a project, a seniors housing project in the village in North Van on Edgemont. I then decided I was going to have my own development, and I searched for sites in the Lower Mainland, Vancouver, as well as on the Sunshine Coast. I found Seaview's site. I successfully completed 8 townhomes, paid back the Royal Bank. I had by this time invested close to $3 million in the remaining site, phases 2 through 4. But the problem was I couldn't get my financing. It was simply a lack of access to capital. In the meantime, I'm in court because the private lender in North Vancouver, Cove Mortgage, filed action, foreclosure action regarding my home. Losing my home was, next to the tragedy of losing my 2 children, was the most traumatic, and I can honestly say soul-destroying experience of my life. Where it leaves me is highly disillusioned, frustrated, but I am a fighter, and I'm fighting for justice. This is wrong. It's not only unfair and unjust, it's morally and ethically wrong.